What up, Rufio? What's the word, baby boy?
Ain't much, man. How you feel?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. The energy we've been getting from these previous shows is really showing that we're getting a lot of love out there in the streets, man.
Yeah, man. I seen an uptick in the subscribers, man. We more than doubled the number in 3 episodes. So
yeah, I love it, man.
We must be doing something right.
Yes, indeed, man. Speaking of doing something right, man, I see you doing something right with them kicks, man. What you got going on?
Yeah, these are the Nike Air Terry Humera. Humera? I think that's how you say it.
I used to work with a lady named Humera.
Okay,
that's another story. Nobody liked her.
That's probably the right way to say it then. So these originally dropped in 1997. The original price for these was like $90.
Oh wow!
Okay. And now they're like $130.
Even $130 nowadays is really good for a pair of kicks.
20. Actually, that was in 2018. But yeah, this is my second time owning a pair. The first colorway I had was there was blue, silver, yellow, and black. Man, I haven't seen a colorway in this shoe that I haven't liked, man. I think that this is just, I don't know. This is a special sneaker. But when I saw this colorway, man, I said I'm getting those. And
oh yeah, those are hard. Those are hard.
Here they are. But you got something else going on right there. I see that they are Adidas, but they not just regular Adidas. What is that, Gucci?
Yeah, this is the Gucci and Adidas collab Gazelles. I believe when I first purchased these, they was like 8 and change, close to 9.
Whew. And
then now I think you could probably get them for like, maybe on GOAT, for a little less, maybe like 6 and change. But I pull these joints, I might rock these like maybe twice a year or something. I don't really rock them like that.
They crazy.
Actually, the last time I rocked them was when we went to that party up on that rooftop.
Oh, the sneaker party?
Yeah, but I don't pull these out a lot. This is real.
I wouldn't either.
Nah, yeah. Certain joints you can't really rock.
You only wear those on Sundays.
Yeah. Then at that, maybe like 2 Sundays a year, maybe.
Right. But, Easter's one of them.
Yeah. So this is why I got going, the little Gucci and Adidas collabo Gazelle with the Gucci print.
Where did you get them from?
I got them from Gucci.
Oh.
Yeah, from Gucci itself.
Okay, so yeah. Gucci wanted you to know these are
official. They sure did. I don't think I would make that move again though, but it is what it is.
Hey man, you only live once, right?
Right. So tune in. We about to get busy on some dope ass conversation, y'all, and let's go.
All right.
Well, it's the B-side Bodega, you know the movement is major. We get it from the ground and don't be asking for no favors. A crew of creators staying fly with the flavors going hard, cause we building the dynasty like the Lakers. No haters could ever stop us or ever top us. We took over the world and left the rest of it behind us. And you were very lucky to find us, because some of the greats approve, and I pity you who declined us. We get into the mix discussing music and fashion, then we touch on current events and other things that be happening. Yeah, you could learn a lot from hanging out with these guys. The Bodega on the B-side, The B-side.
Yes. It's the ultrasonic boom fresh. It's your man DJ Pop Rek, aka Salvador Gigante. And on the left side of me, I got my main man,
The Rough. And next to me, we got the one and only DJ XL.
What it do?
And on your side,
got my main man Brawl. You know what I'm saying?
Peace.
We about to do it up today. We got some real serious conversation, hip hop conversation, street dialogue, and all of that.
Absolutely.
A little bit of, if you know these guys, even a little bit of comedy. So we going in, y'all. So what's the word? What's new? How y'all been this week, man?
Tired. I've been tired. I do nothing but nonstop running, man. I'm working. Sometimes I'll do 24 days straight, take a day off, 32 days, take a day off. So yeah, I'm hustling and bustling, man. It's hard climbing to the top, you know what I mean? So that's what it is.
I know that you and Excel was putting on some shows, right?
Yeah.
Y'all got something in the works?
Yeah. We definitely about to spin the block. Got a few ideas of mine, a few venues that reached out that actually talked to Excel, you know what I mean? he's the one that they come in and converse with because I'm not really I'm not really the talk to type.
Right.
But
Like self the
he,
negotiator.
yeah, exactly. I'll just I play the background. He's the
Why
guy.
you looking like that?
He's the guy. He's the face. He's the guy.
What you got? What you got on the behind the scenes?
Man, I be just chilling, man. Like real talk, all I do is work. All I do is work. That's it. That's all. I ain't got no life. All I do is work. You know what I mean? I said I wasn't gonna work for nobody no more, and I said that's what it is. So I'm out here grinding. You know what I mean? 7 LLCs down. I'm still pushing. I'm trying to go for 10. Yeah, man.
Word.
Okay.
I'm about to start an OnlyFans, Fat Man Footlong. I'm about to be out here with my one man.
Yeah. Wait. So speak on it. So like, what you got going on? As far
Oh,
as,
don't
like,
speak on that.
no, not on that. Oh, wait, what you said? What you
No,
said?
don't speak.
What was that?
Yeah, pause for applicable.
Pause if applicable. That was applicable. We're not gonna, don't speak on that one. Keep that shit. That's his.
Yeah, like everything. I mean, you already know. I mean, DJ XL, I do strictly hip hop, do these concerts that come through the town. Salute to all of my artists that come through the city. Got my photography thing, XL Flicks. Got the clothing company, Cash is King. You know what I mean? Gotta do it up. You
That I
gotta do
still
it
haven't
up.
got my shirt to yet, but that's another
Because
story.
I'm Puerto Rican, I ain't got the Puerto Rican colors. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So like, I got the Cassius King clothing line, you know what I mean? That's one of ones. I don't do no mass production. So like, if you got it, you got it. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody else gonna have it. I got the smoke shop, Royal Smoke in Towson, Maryland. I do a little something, a little everything, you know what I mean?
What's the name of the smoke shop?
Royal Smoke. So I got hookah, cigars, blunts, all that good stuff.
It's on York Road or off the circle?
Taylor Avenue, Taylor and Lock Raven.
Taylor.
8106 Lock Raven Boulevard. You know what I'm saying? Like 9 times out of 10, you walk in there, you're gonna see me.
You got the edibles and all of that?
Oh yeah, got Eddie's, you know what I mean? Everything. I got hemp THC. So the state of Maryland don't come in there and try to be like, look, you selling marijuana. No, it's hemp THC, but it's strong.
Shrooms too, right?
Well, yeah, before the psilocybin.
Yeah, it's psilocybin.
No psilocybin shrooms, but we have shrooms. You know what I'm saying? That'll get you.
Get you where you need to be.
Yeah, man, put you right where you need to be.
What's the, you said hemp THC.
Yeah.
What's the difference between that and regular cannabis?
Well, the difference is like, you got it's still a cannabis plant. So like you got the cannabis plant, so it goes to one side being female, one side being male. One side makes hemp, the other side makes bud. So the one side that makes bud has more psychedelics than the side that makes hemp. But they're being bred to extract more THC from the female plant to the male plant. So the buds that's on the male plant actually get a THC, but they don't have the psychedelics. So you got Delta 8, Delta 9, THCA, THCO, THC, all of that can transfer over to the hemp plant, which is legal for me to sell. Like a lot of these stores in here, they be like, yo, they got gas. No, they sell the same stuff I do. You just too dumb, and they're not gonna go through the whole rigmarole of telling you, yeah, we got THC hemp. Nah, they selling the same stuff I sell. We just honest. But
That part.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
a lot of people don't. Like, like we teach people every day. I talk to people about grinding their weed. I talk to people about smoking blunts, all of that. Putting funnel in their stuff. Like, why you want to season your bud? If you got good weed, why you want to taint it? But you don't know.
I agree.
Word. So Rufio, what's up with you, man? How was your week? What you got going on?
Man, I ain't got a whole lot happening right now. Just wrapping up this Pro Lab project. Hopefully we can drop that soon. Like maybe like the beginning of April.
Yes, indeed. Big shout out to my Pro Lab family, y'all. Pro Lab. We got some things coming out in the end of year 25. So we're making that happen.
Yeah.
So, this week we had the retro review, and the album rather that we were spotlighting was Crew, the Dirty 30. 30-30, yeah, 30-30.
Yeah, that was it. That was the one.
Yeah, well, my take on it, I like it. I thought the production was dope. I think that Chatio and Yogi, was there a third one on that? Or I think there was two. But they was lyrical. I liked it. Of course, Pronto, that was my joint. case. The one they had with
Just another case.
My notes too.
yeah, I got it.
Just in case. No,
Just another
another
case.
case.
Ju-
Another case.
Yeah. I pretty much enjoyed it, man.
Just another case. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I heard you snickering over there, Brawl. So what's your take on it, man? Your honest take on it.
With respect to the artist, it was a snoozer. I made it to track 11.
Okay.
That's with the 3 or 4 skits that's in the mix. And it's crazy because, all right, so of course I had to do the background check and the research, and so that dropped in 97. I listened to stuff from 95 on up. Like, I'm not really too into a lot of new stuff unless it's an old artist, right? You know what I mean? So I listened to the 95s, and so for me to hear Nocturnal, which was 96, in 96. And then that came out in 97, but it doesn't sound as, laid out.
Apples and oranges, definitely.
Yeah, and that was the crazy part. Like me and my son's moms, we laughed about it because we this shit sounded like a Tribe Called Smith in Question.
Ooh, okay. That. So
you
all
got
right.
Smith and Wesson-ish beats. Shout out to Evil D and Mr. Walt and all that, but you also sound like Tribe Called Quest, so it's a Tribe Called Smith in Question.
I mean, even one of the joints, he talks about how people say he sounds like Q-Tip.
Yeah, and a Smith Called Question is the whole breakdown. Not even a tribe, it's just a Smith Called Question.
So this is the rating, right? And I should have just told y'all. So if it's a dope album, it's gonna be called a chopped cheese. If it's whack, it's the cat sleeping on the bread. So with that being said,
based on the 11 that I listened to, I'm gonna have to go with the cat sleeping on the bread. Technically though, I can't really give it a complete cat sleeping on the bread because I only made it to 11. Who knows? Maybe the other, what's that, 28, 29 joints?
It's long.
yeah. No, but there was a lot of skits too.
19, right. The other 19 songs, they could have been dope. I didn't make it to them.
Do you think that you felt that way because the album was too long?
No, because I listened to Tony Touch 50 MCs, and that's a long drive. I listened to all doo-wop 95 lives. That's long, you know what I mean? Like, so, pause. But it's not so much that because the album was long. It was the music and the beats were kind of too slow for me. They were kind of dry. It was kind of, so, but I get it. I get the time period. I get the time for, and it was probably dope right in that moment.
Oh, it was.
But it's not a revisit type. Like I said, like Nocturnal or The Shining or shit, even let's go to 92, 94 when the Wu came out type. Like I can go back to 36 Chambers and be like, oh yeah, that's not a...
Okay, it's not a classic.
No, it's not a run back, spin the block type. Okay. I wouldn't give it classic. For right then, it probably was though. It doesn't have replay value to me.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
And,
Like,
with that being said, I'm glad to say that because the retro review is not necessarily ranking if it's classic or not.
Right. Just the take on it.
We just, like you said, we just are spinning the block.
Yeah,
because there's a lot of joints that on albums, especially back in the 90s, that we might have missed. Because our very first retro review, we did the Ghetto Boys. My Mind is Playing Tricks on.
Yeah.
And realized that there was a lot of joints that it just flew, right under the radar because it wasn't, it wasn't
Absolutely.
on. So that's the nature of doing the retro review. So
I like that.
What's your take?
I listened to the whole thing. I didn't hate it, bro. But like I agree with bro. I wouldn't call it a classic either. There were joints that I like. How about this? I never heard. Well, one, this is my first time hearing the album. Two,
Me too.
I didn't realize their Pronto was that. So I always liked that song, but I didn't know who.
You never knew the name of it.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know the name of it. I didn't know who it was. But I liked that one, and I liked the Tend to Run track. It was a short one. But I also peeped the sample from Going's Tale.
Oh,
Was the same as Capadonna's Sling Editorial from the Pillage album. I caught that. Outside of that, bro,
A lot of people don't even know Black Rob is on that album too.
Really? Was his name Black Rob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's crazy is I heard the whole thing, and this is the first.
You didn't catch Black
I
Rob?
just learned that Black Rob was on. Now, in all fairness, I was doing something while I was listening to it. So maybe that's.
So what's your rating?
The cat is sleeping on the chopped cheese.
Okay.
That's a good take. I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
It's not necessarily bad.
I don't hate it. I just
Right. That was I was just the customer. I was trying to find that middle ground too. I was just the customer there. I
could've been a
didn't
bag
get
of
order
Utz.
chopped cheese. I didn't really see the cat. I might have just got some chips and the soda. You know what I mean?
There you go.
I get it. That was perfect. Though. It's the cat on the chopped cheese, or the cat eating the chopped cheese over in the corner next to the chips and the soda. Dude, we about to hit. Yeah, this is about to be funny. This is it.
I'm gonna put like this. I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. I like the production on there because it gives me more of a gritty feel. I ain't gonna say all. I ain't gonna say all the production, but a lot of the production.
A lot of
I like.
it. Yeah. I agree.
One thing I do give them props on is the features that they got on there. Because like the Razzcast feature, the Slick Rick feature, the Black Rob feature, like I was listening. But like I was saying earlier, like yo, son, like you want to be storyteller rappers, but your stories is dry. Like it's like listening to a chick talk about her day at work. Like yo, like the stories is not really giving me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah.
The views of Excel does not necessarily represent the views of Brawl.
Yeah, because Wanda came in the break room and she was asking me about some daggone corn curls, and I ain't had no corn curls. I had red hots. And it's like, yo, something like, yo, okay. It wasn't doing nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, as a DJ, I play Pronto. People like it. Just another case. The right crowd, it might.
Bubbling too.
Bubbling, I hated that song.
You hated Bubbling?
I hated Bubbling.
What was it? The beat?
I mean, yeah. 1, 2, 1, 2, TRU,
Oh,
Bubbling.
man.
I hated that song when it came out. I was like, yo, this is garbage.
I remember first hearing it. I think it was on a doo-wop tape.
I heard that song the same time I heard Hostile. And I was like, yes, Hostile. Fuck all y'all bitch ass niggas. That was my shit. Then you hear 1, 2, 1, 2, CRU, Bubbling. I'm like, yo, this is garbage.
Oh man, I guess I'm the only one that liked
though.
it. So what did you rate it overall?
See, I won't give it chopped cheese. And I won't give it the cat sleep on the bread.
He see you
I
gonna get
might
chips
give
and
it
soda too.
No, yeah, I'll give it Bonton and quarter water.
See, that's the general
Yeah.
right there.
I'll give it 99-cent slice.
Yeah.
But they don't sell 99-cent slices in the Bodega XL.
So it might not be chopped cheese. Might get a bacon, egg, and cheese.
No, not even good. No, bacon egg.
No, not even bacon, egg, and cheese. Turkey sandwich,
Tuna
sandwich.
Tuna on wheat.
Oh, wheat though.
It's gentrification these days. You know?
I know. All right, you got that.
Man said the tuna on wheat.
Tuna on wheat.
Damn.
Gluten free.
Oh.
With a
going worse.
kombucha.
Oh,
you down.
Oh, that's gentrification.
Yeah, you
all the
just
way.
thought, oh my
At its
God.
best. Walking the pug wearing walking the pug with the
Told you it
mix.
was about to be different with him.
So quick question, right?
That
I
is
noticed when you was analyzing, right? You compared it. You threw out Nocturnal and you threw out Smith and Wesson. So a lot of people may not know what is your affiliation with that circle.
Sean Price was my family, actual relative. And, you know, I came up under a specific organization that happened to fall under the boot camp clique. Which,
Well, speak on it. What organization may that be?
That was, Decepticons. You know what I mean? Hail Meg. It was
Hail
a
Meg.
fraternity that we started off in Brooklyn, then started running through New York, and then
That was global.
global.
That Decepticon culture for people that didn't live in New York, they be like Decepticons.
Yeah, like the
No, no.
cartoon. That's all I hear. Decepticons. You mean like the Transformer cartoon?
Oh,
Like,
man.
granted, yeah, that's where the name came from.
Yeah.
But this shit was like hell on earth for real.
Yeah, the Decepticon culture was.
This shit was really
I remember being on the
that.
D train
That's what I thought I
from
laughed.
Prospect Park and seeing cats getting their pockets getting ran up on, like just getting their pockets dug in.
Like, yeah, like, let me get that. And that's it. Like, I apologize to you. I mean,
Ancestry.
respectfully, but yeah, it was a lot of
It was real.
it was a lot of
Diabolical.
That was
yeah,
that.
it was some diabolical
Transpired.
shit going on.
Yeah. So when are the Decepticons? What you say? Like the late '80s?
85.
85.
85 is when it started.
I remember
that. And we just spread. Like from 85, it started with 3, Meg and Cyclonus Rumble. Respectfully,
Rest in
God
peace.
bless the dead, rest in peace, all of them. Well, except for
Not
Size.
except for Size.
Size
Still here.
That's my guy right there. That's the Godfather. It started with them, and then the trickle down effect. If you was cool, you was cool. If you wasn't, you wasn't. And we quickly found out if you were. We got generations. You got G1s, which would be the original, the what's. Then you got your branches. You got like Trigger Con. You got Constructicons. You got Power Masters.
Big shout out to my man Scat.
Scat. Oh, you know Scat?
Bruh, I went to school with Scat. I was DJing in Pittsburgh, right? I was rocking, but I got New York on me. So when I rock,
100%,
I'm playing.
Right.
So my man stepped to me at the end. He was like, "Yo, you rock like you from New York." I was like, "Yeah, I'm from Brooklyn." He's like, "Word? I'm from Brooklyn." He was like, "Yeah, I'm from Bed-Stuy." And we just getting into the schools. What school you went to? I went to Philippa Schuyler.
Okay. Yeah.
So he was like, "Yeah, I went to Philippa Schuyler." I was like, "Get out of here." Big shout to Mos Def.
Yeah.
Pause that for a second, because the first thing that came to my mind was like, get out of here. You already know what the fuck.
What?
Not turtle. They said people started making sense. I was like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But yo, this dude, Scat.
No, Scat. I love Scat. Listen, happy belated birthday. I
Yeah.
already told him happy birthday on his birthday. Scat is
That's my guy.
probably one of my favorites.
Listen, Scat was like, we were just comparing, and we was in the same school. I remembered him and everything, and we've been rocking ever since. But see, if he mentioned D-Set, Scat used to be a D-Set.
Heavily.
know
Well,
what
no,
I'm
it
saying?
ain't no used to. I mean,
Yeah, right. He ain't no used to it. He still is.
But
tell this part.
he's one of them. So I've always brought to the older guys. So I'm a G2, right? There's G1, G2, G3. It's no real talks about a G4 or none of that yet. G1, generation 1, generation 2, it's breakdown. So I'm G2. I've always brought to a couple of the real higher ups of the G1s about somehow. So I'm a firm believer in you can't put sugar on shit and call it pancakes. But you can take that same shit, pile it up, throw a white tablecloth over it, now it's a fucking coffee table. Scat is one of them ones who, regardless of what I said, has taken shit, taken sugar, put it on shit, then put the coffee table, he done made the. Scat is a professor. A professor at Winston-Salem State University, and has been on countless interviews and newscasts, D.L. Hughley, all these. Scat is that guy that has taken this shit, I did this, and made right out of it, and is an actual legit professor at Winston-Salem State University. Q-Dog and all, gotta rep the purple. Gotta rep the purple.
Yeah, he a Q-Dog.
But Q-Dog, Winston-Salem State University professor.
Well, repeat
Jack
that.
Cornell, that is
Repeat that in Ravens country, because every time I wear purple, the first thing they say, "Oh, you're a Ravens fan, huh?"
Definitely.
That had been around before the Ravens was a thing.
No joke, 100%. But yeah, that's my guy, man. I love Jack. Jack
sounds like-
Monell,
That's
aka
that's Jack.
Scat. That is my guy. Love Scat, man.
That sounds
Inspiration.
like the saying, when you know better, you do better.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
yeah. He knew better and found out even more that he should do better. And now that's where he is. Like that's one of the ones that I look to.
Yeah, so
Like, you know what I
Scat,
mean?
you watching
He's
this?
G1?
Yeah, Scat is definitely,
How old are you, bro?
Scat, I'm 44.
44.
So that's the thing. I just turned 44 on the 17th of February.
Oh, happy birthday.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I jumped off the porch, as they say, very early. Now, a lot of my peers, a lot of my cons, 6 years, 7 years, maybe even 8 years older than I am. But because I jumped off so early and earned my stripes and shit early, I'm one of the younger but ranked G2s.
Choose, right.
And yeah, a lot of the people that I lost, well, not I lost, a lot of people that we lost, they considered me, higher ranked, and that's what put me in that class. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we had a lot of back-to-backs outside.
So would you say that Sean Price was an influence in you becoming
Without a
part of
question.
that?
Without a question.
And he would be considered like a
1000%.
G1, right?
Sean is definitely G1. Sean is definitely G. He was one of the ones. See, now Sean, we all have that breaking point, right? Whether young, old, whatever, you have that breaking point where you might be this type of way, and then some type of trauma, some type of issue puts you now on this path. Sean was one of them ones where he was a nerd, played basketball and all that, and then you run into that one issue that sends you to the opposite side. And once you get to the opposite side, know this, but Jay got that, the phrase, once a good girl's gone, it's not even just about girls. Once a good person is gone bad, they gone forever.
Right. Forever.
Yeah, Sean played a heavy part of me being decent, 1000%. And then about Brooklyn School. I went to Brooklyn Tech. A lot of people don't know, out here in Baltimore, you got, Eastern Tech, and you got, it's another one where you got to take tests to get into school.
What high school was like that?
Poly?
Carver Tech. It's Carver Tech,
Carver.
Eastern Tech. You got to take a
Verbo used to
legit
be that
test.
same way too.
You got to take a test to get there. You got to take a test to get into Brooklyn Tech. And I passed that test, but I wanted to do decent. What's the little homie
But you was
on
in
Instagram?
decent Central.
I like to do hood rat shit.
Yeah, I like to do
you know
hood rat shit with my friends. Like, you know what I mean? That was me.
Lil Milton.
Like, Lil Milton. Yeah, I wanted to do hood rat shit with my friends. That was it.
But he was in decent Central. If he went to
1000%.
Brooklyn Tech,
Brooklyn
he
Tech
was at
and-
Fort
and
Greene.
GCA.
Yeah.
Brooklyn Tech and GC Graphic Arts. That was the shit. I got put out of Brooklyn Tech because I was out doing decent.
Yo, real talk.
I
A
went
lot
to
of people
Sheep's
need to
Head Bay.
understand. Nerd is not a bad word.
No, it's not just
No.
means you're smart.
It just
as
means
shit.
you're smart.
I was smart. I skipped first
Very-
grade. Like I was I am/was very intelligent, but I wanted to do hood rat shit with my friends. Got put out of Brooklyn Tech, went to Sheep's Head Bay. You're old enough to remember, with all due respect, it was a lot of Black and Puerto Rican beef in those days. Sheep's Head Bay was filled with the Ricans. So I'm not gonna last in here. One of these things is gonna kill me. Couldn't go to Sheep's Head Bay too long.
Sheep's Head
Ended up
Bay,
down in Baltimore.
Dewey, Lafayette.
Ended up down in Baltimore. That was it. That
Oh,
was
what
it
year
for
was
me.
that?
This was 95, 94. I want to say 94. And it was real heavy with that shit.
So you went to Carver?
No, hell no. No. But I went to Brooklyn Tech. Brooklyn Tech and Sheep's Head. But I know Carver Tech and Eastern Tech here, you have to take a test to get in.
He went
Brooklyn
comparing.
Tech.
He went.
Brooklyn
You
Tech
came,
is the
you
same
came here.
thing.
You came here what year?
I came here in
He went to my alma mater when he came
97.
here. He went to
Oh,
Northern.
okay.
97. I was, yeah.
When he came to Baltimore, he went to Northern for a minute.
Yeah, I went to Northern for a minute. I went to Northern for a school year.
Okay.
I went to Mervo for 3 months. I went to 2 schools in North Carolina, Grimsley and Southern Guilford. I went to Brooklyn Tech and Sheep's Head Bay, and then I graduated from Edgewood out in Harford County. I went to 7 high schools, all, being reckless.
Yeah.
I had a lot on my mind.
But you graduated.
I graduated.
Okay.
Out of summer school, but I graduated. And again, it goes back to this nerd talk. I skipped first grade, so I didn't graduate out of summer school because I was stupid. I didn't want to do shit.
Fact.
Like, I was bored. Like, I mean, it's cliche to say, you know, oh yeah, I stopped going to school because I got bored. The school was moving too slow. No, I was really bored. Like, I don't like none of these people. I had a real issue with a lot of people. I had a lot on my, you know what I mean? Like, I was carrying a lot. A lot of history, a lot of life, a lot of, I said, all right, I'm gonna act up.
That happens with kids when they aren't being challenged.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was being challenged because I went out in the streets. But that's what turned it up for me. That's when it became fun. Like, I had a hit on my head. I'll tell this shit right now. Like, I had a hit on my head in Greensboro, North Carolina, because of the interaction that I had. I didn't even make it there a year. I didn't even last a year there, but I found out the hit was only for $5,000. That made me more mad, because I'm like, what? That's all I'm worth to you, bro? Now I'm busting at cars. You know, I had to come back up to New York. Like, I had to get out of there, but I was being challenged on the wrong level, in the wrong place, which was the issue. So, like you said, it stemmed from me not being challenged, but where I was being challenged, that escalated. Like, I graduated street faster than I graduated in school. Like, I was really lieutenant status with DCEPs at 15, 16 years old. You need some water, brother?
Gucci.
I got it.
You sure?
Yeah, I got the lieutenant status pretty damn quick because of the work that was put in. You know,
So let me ask you this, right? So since Sean was really making a lot of noise, not just with
DCEPs.
Decepts or Helter Skelter, but he did his solo imprint with you ain't never really want to jump on in that chamber and make a lane.
Sean asked me many times to be a rapper. See, he know it.
Well,
Like,
not even necessarily a rapper, but you know what I mean, like a businessman. You know what I mean? A partner in the label.
Open up this door.
Open up the door.
Don't do it. I'm opening the door, step to the threshold, and step back out. So you know how you might have a vision of something, and you know in your mind of minds and heart of hearts that this face or this face or this face may not do it, but this face can. Sean had an idea via Rock Down Records.
Right, Rock Down, yeah.
I was in control, but I wasn't the face that should be there. So he found a different face to be the president of Rock Down, and that was where it fell in line. But Rock Down was discussed long before the demise, right? And outside, right, exactly. Outside of that, the only other thing we discussed, because Sean got offered, I don't know if y'all remember, there was a channel on cable called Fuse TV. Sean got offered to do a show on Fuse, something along the lines of like a, not really a skit show like SNL, but like a, honestly, the closest thing I can relate to it is like a It Is What It Is. Like Cam and Mace, it's like that, but it was about funny shit, about real shit. He got offered to do that, and he said he wanted me to join. He said he was only going to take the job if it made sense and if I would move back to New York and do this shit with him. The numbers never made sense, so it was off the table. Other than that, I didn't want nothing to do with none of this music. I don't even really like rap music no more anyway. I used to. I was heavily invested.
Well, today's
Not even just the new people. It's just the, like boxing, like basketball, like football. You know how, I don't know if y'all really like do the betting and all that, like with the
parlay.
what's the shit? Yeah, the parlay. What's the fan duels and all that shit? The politics with that part behind these sports fucked up the game, fucked up the actual sport. So with that, it fucked up the music too. You know what I mean? Like, it's not really people supporting from the heart no more. Not if somebody gonna cop it and put the whole shit on YouTube and you can listen for free.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but with that comes all of the capitalist mindsets. It comes all of the motherfuckers that's doing the underhanded shit so they can get paid. And then, so I fell out of love with this shit. Sean knew that a while ago, but I was rocking because it was with Sean. All that extra shit, I don't have nothing to do with. Don't want none of it because I would hurt somebody. Like, say, not for nothing, Sean could have signed to Interscope. Sean could have signed to Def Jam. Sean could have signed to Rockefeller. Sean could have, he had tons of offers. And he said he didn't want to do it because he liked people, and there was respective offices. And if something went wrong, he wouldn't want to fuck them up. I feel the exact same way. And I don't want to get invested into his music and something go wrong. Now I got to put hands on somebody and I'm in jail because of some other shit.
Well, look, can we do a shot for Sean, bro?
Oh, no, wait. I don't have anything left.
Hey, you better put something in your cup, bro.
Pause. Yep.
We go. I ain't gonna name the other podcast, but it's another Puerto Rican other podcast. We gonna do a toast to Sean Price, bro.
Yeah, that'll work.
I miss my bro
Yeah, definitely.
every day.
100%.
One time for P.
One time. Yeah, that was a different, he asked me a few times and we discussed the ruck down situation. I'm like, all right, I'm with that. I'll do that. We had a few people. Fuck it. Illa was going to be signed. Illa G.
Yeah. Mike Haynes.
Mike Hands. The villains, definitely Rusty. The villains, Rim and P, lowercase P, his name was lowercase P. Who else? Lava.
He said
Y'all
Joey.
know who Lava is? Huh?
He said Joey too.
Joey who? Badass?
Badass.
Yeah, we was going to seek
Joey
out
Badass.
Joey, but, it depended on if we can, Apollo Ali from Jersey. You know Lava?
Like Ad Lava?
No, Lava used to be with Flip Mode.
Oh, he's from Philly? Okay.
Lava used to be with Flip Mode. He's like Jamaican.
Philly didn't matter because Jack Frost with the Beard Gang, him, Slum.
Oh yeah, they was mad cool too.
They was all together anyway.
But these was like the
Damn
starting few that we threw out there. Like, okay, we getting these people.
Even said
Apollo
Young
had offers he's from Jersey, but he had offers from Def Jam and all that. And
Salute Apollo.
It was like, yo, I want to rock
Camden,
with
Jersey,
y'all.
what up?
Other than any of that, yeah.
Apollo Ali.
Sean was like, yo,
Salute
dude,
to
take
Camden,
where the
Jersey.
money is. Yeah, definitely. Apollo's my man. I love Apollo.
Definitely
That's
my
my
man,
guy.
yo, fuck.
He's a direct descendant, like literally grandson of Jersey Joe Walcott. Like the boxer for Joe Louis and all that. He's a literal grandson of Jersey Joe, Apollo Ali. Wow. Nasty spitter.
Definitely.
Apollo is vicious. I would put him
Definitely
up against most people. Apollo is nasty. But yeah, that was pretty much like the round off of who we would start with and then go from there. But, a lot of politics came in behind that, and then unfortunately the other part.
Yeah, well, when we lost Sean, man, that was a hit. That was a serious hit to the community.
I almost shot Excel the day that he passed. Word to mouth. I was sitting outside of my house, boo-hooing and shit. I'm high as a fucking light bill.
And I pull up.
And he pull up, but I'm hearing somebody playing figure 4 coming down the street. And I'm thinking, I'm already on 10. I don't even, support. But at the same time, I don't want to hear this shit right now. I'm about to fucking, and this guy hops out,
And I pull up with tears in my eyes.
Tears in his eyes with a Hennessy.
Tears in my eyes.
I was high as a fucking light bill and drunk as shit. And this nigga pulled, all I could hear was figure 4 playing, and I lost it. Like, who the fuck playing this?
Like
I
real
stood up
shit.
and seen him getting out of the house.
The most fucking famous Sean Price picture that everybody sees. Mm-hmm. Him with the shotgun looking out the
Doing
window.
the Malcolm X scene.
This man took that picture.
I took that picture
In his living room.
shotgun. That was
But
my
his shotgun, his BM's glasses.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take this picture.
Yep.
When
He was like, yo, take this picture. He grabbed the gun and stood in the window, and I just laughed.
With another late homeboy, another brother, Sake.
Yeah, Seiko. Yeah, I miss
Rest
Seiko.
in peace, Seiko.
Seiko is my guy.
Sugar cars.
Seiko, he
Man.
It's an interview that's on fucking YouTube. like where they talked about Deceps and shit back in them times, and Seiko is sitting on the stoop, and he's talking about him and Sean.
Counting
talking about
$27.
what's the guy that what was the guy that got robbed on the train and he pulled out the 38 and shot back? Bernie Getz. So it's a whole fucking documentary shit with that on there, and Sake is talking about Bernie and Sean and shit. That's love Sake, man.
Straight implemented Sean.
He was like, we got a friend named Sean Price, is my best friend. He's the leader of the Trigger Cons. I'm like, oh my God, this nigga just got all of us lying. Love Sake, man. That was one of the most genuine people you will ever meet in your life. He gonna speak everything that he.
If he love you, he love you.
Immediately.
If he hate you, he hates you.
Immediately. And it ain't too much hating that dude, man. But see, it's crazy because Sean was the same way.
I'm fucking tear it up a little bit.
Sean was the exact same way, man. Like Sean could fuck with you and you wouldn't even know that he fucked with you because it started snapping or say something crazy. But he really like, oh, you a good nigga. Like, you know what I mean? That was it, man. But Sean ultimately spin the block. Yeah, Sean got me having
Sean introduction to me and him. It's crazy that I bug out because me and him got so many mutual friends, but we never met until a Sean Price concert
in Essex.
No, it wasn't Essex. It was Paparazzi.
No, that wasn't that one. It was before.
Was that one?
Essex was before that one. Because Prophet had him do the video. They did the video for this.
No, but Paparazzi was before that because he did that was with Random Acts.
What was a random? No, that was way before
Paparazzi,
that.
you came down Random Acts joint.
Yeah, but we didn't meet at Random Acts. We met at the Prophet shit right outside of Essex. Essex it's a spot that they have. It's a little
circuit,
a performance right here, but it's an actual liquor store on the other side of the room. Like, so Sean walks in, he looks at the shit. Now I'm watching like how he's moving from the parking lot. He come walking on me, he goes, Slump, listen, I'm about to perform at a bar. So I'm like, what? He said, it's a fucking bar. Mind you, he hadn't seen where it's like a stage and all that set up. He said, it's a fucking bar. I said, what the fuck kind of shit is that? I said, you ready to roll? Fuck that, he paid me. I said, oh shit, well that's where it is then. Fuck, we here. We walk in. Now, before we walked in, Sean starts doing an interview with this dude. I can't think of his name, tall white guy. While he's doing the interview, that's when me and Mike Hands went. I said, Hands, let me show you the spot. We walking in because I hadn't seen it, but I'm showing it to him.
Yeah, because I knew
and
Hands.
That was when you
I
came
knew
walking
Hands,
over.
and I knew fuck is his name? I'm drunk right now. Shit.
Was it Munch? Not Munch.
No.
Starving B?
No. From me.
Shabazz.
Yeah,
Shabazz. I mean, Shaban Sadiq.
Yeah,
Shabam Sadiq.
Shabam Sadiq. Yeah, I know you
low
know
end.
Shabam. Yeah, exactly.
So, when he walks up.
Shabam performed before Mike Hands. That was,
Slum walks, let me not say Slum.
Yeah.
Sean walks up there and like, this is XL.
Yeah.
No, he said, this is my brother Brawl.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Then he was like, Brawl is XL. XL, this dumb motherfucker. He said the same thing to him. He said to Bird, this dumb motherfucker got locked up last time I was down here.
Yeah.
Because I got into a fight. I got into a fight
to the studio.
a block away from Paparazzi buying more Henny. Because somebody said something to me that I didn't like.
Yeah, he got him. Yeah, that
And
was simple.
my temper is already on 1,000. But he always got on my case about being calm because I between Baltimore and New York, I was inside Mother Gaston and Hull.
Oh.
So Mother Gaston and Hull, right
You was
where
in the trenches.
where USA Boutique is.
Yeah.
That's where my family from. So I always saw Decep as a kid. Like my bro son BM was laughing at me because I said, yo, I ran away from home. And I thought it was Sesame Street because a lot of the stoops.
Like
And I'm thinking like, yo, I'm running around, I'm going to hang out with Big Bird. I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Brooklyn got stoops. We got
Stoops.
real
Yeah,
stoops,
we
not
stoops,
porches.
yeah.
We
not
got
porches, not vestibules, stoops.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was just a thing where Sean was so comfortable with me on some me being genuine that he rocked with me off the break. And I was like, I fuck around. He said to me, I fuck around, send you to the store for me. Because I used to always come down, Mother Gaston, talk about, yo, I'm D-Sep, I'm D-Sep, I'm D-Sep. And they would kick me away because I was a kid. But at the same time, it was like they fucked with me because I wasn't scared. Like, yo, like being born in Baltimore and having family in New York and being back and forth.
That's versatility.
You was comfortable.
I was comfortable.
Yeah.
That's why I tell cats now, like, son, I didn't walk through Brownsville and Bed-Stuy after 2 a.m. In the 90s. Nowhere in this city scares me. Bro, like if I didn't walk through Cypress, I didn't bop through Marcus Garvey. There's nothing that you can tell me that's gonna be like, yo, oh no, I ain't going down there. Nah, I'm good.
Baltimore and Brooklyn is brother and sister. Like them shits is got brownstone storefront, all that. Like it's the exact same.
It's
shit.
stoops
Like,
in the city.
the people, you know, they damn near familiar. Like you know what I mean? Like it's damn near the same type.
Only
of vibe.
difference is
Just
Dog and Doug. You know what I'm saying? But it's
100%.
just all facts. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yo,
brother and sister.
and it's like I was saying a while ago, like, yo, it's crazy to me. Like, if you was to go online right now and hit Google and put in Brooklyn D-Seps,
Speaking of that, so
videos pop up.
I know you cut.
Big shout
you
to
know
the
what I mean? I'm a
barbers.
barber. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Me ain't wearing no barbers. My barber been sleeping.
My suite is next door to a beauty supply store. Beauty supply store. Shout out my man Kiwon. Asian. He's Korean, but he's from LBC, like the legit LBC. I'm not gonna go any further because I don't want to hurt Kiwon's. I'm not gonna incriminate Kiwon. Kiwon is from LBC.
We're not talking about Long Beach, Compton.
Here we are.
Oh,
Absolutely.
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Was it California? Long Beach, California.
Yes, indeed.
My
And
fault. I said
Kiwon is
Compton.
from LBC, the real LBC. I'm leaving it there. But Kiwon said, yo, I went and he's like, yo, randomly I was watching something on Google. He said I was watching something on YouTube. And something just made me type in Decepticon. And this video pops up. And he's like, yo, look at this. He said, tell me if you know this person. It's fucking me. I'm like, yo, what the fuck are you like? Yeah. That's the craziest shit in the world to me when you type in Brooklyn Decepticon. It was a picture, matter of fact, it was me, you, and Hands.
Me, you, and Hands. It's one video with me, you, and Hands. It's another video that got me, you,
Donnie Sink.
and Donnie
Yeah.
C.
It's
It's another joint that
I
got
seen
me.
that one too,
Matter
yeah.
of fact, I saw the one with at an All-Spa.
Really?
Yeah, when I was in the background, it was you,
yeah. Crash.
Rumble, Crash, Ginsu, and I'm in the background.
Ginsu, I think his birthday or death day.
His birthday just passed a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Don't look at me like
we
that.
losing a lot.
Don't look at me like that.
We losing a lot of
Mellow. Don't look at me like
What
That's
you
the
said,
wild
Danny?
part.
Danny.
mellow.
That's the wildest shit to me though. Like, it's crazy, you know, I'm more spiritual than religious. I mean, I took my Shahada, you know what I mean? But I'm more spiritual than religious, right? So I start thinking of shit as I get older, like, karma really is a bad bitch. Because a lot of the cons that I know that really, really did that ruthless shit, they either died or died horribly. And this shit blows my mind. Like,
Only one that didn't die horribly. Slum.
oh yeah, ain't no question. Yeah, his was, you know, it's a whole nother issue.
Hold on, let me clear this up.
But-
Cause I keep on saying slum instead of saying Sean. People
Slum.
need to understand. He said it before,
Slum
slum umbilical.
Yeah, he called, so Sean, niggas that Sean was close to, he would call them slum lords. Like, just cuz, slum. So, you know what I mean? Slum lords became slum. All of the, you know, closest people, they say slum. But yeah, that's where that came from. But these, I got a couple OGs, couple of G1s, knees bad, kidneys bad, liver bad, like, and this shit fucks with me because it's like, damn. Like, I really start thinking about, like,
Sleep in peace,
how
Dallas.
is it going to, yeah, right, Dallas.
Dallas,
Like, I start thinking about, like, how am I going to go? Like, never am I saying that I did nothing crazy. I will not say that on camera.
No implications.
However, this shit scares me because it's like, yo, what is my karma going to be?
You think that's karma
Absolutely.
versus just lifestyle?
Both. But I definitely think karma plays a part because why haven't your lifestyle made you decide to do this healthier, or do this better, or walk this way, or do this?
Yo, Pete Gay.
What's not making you think of that shit? Like, you know what I mean?
Poison Pen was just here. And now he was talking to me. And I told him 42 to 44 scares me. Because we lost so many people between them age ranges. Between them age ranges, the 42 and 44, we lost so many people.
I just came out
That
of
shit
that. It's
scares
funny
the
you said
fuck
that
out of
shit.
me.
I just told Phoebes the same thing. Like,
I told
43
Poison that shit the other
scared the shit out
day.
of me. Sean died at 43. January 2nd of last year, I'm like, yo, I'm scared of this year. I would tell him I'm terrified of this year because I literally was thinking like 43 is a bad number. All I kept thinking about was Sean. Once I made it through, she said, how does 44 feel? I'm like, still nervous, but I feel a little bit better because 40s is a horrible number for a lot of our people. Sink was what, 50? 49, 50?
He was 49. Snake
Man,
Sink
that
was
shit is
49.
reckless,
Rumble
man.
was 40.
Rumble, no,
50,
Rumble was,
50,
Rumble was 52.
He 50. Other was
Rumble was
53.
definitely 50. When it happened, it was 52.
52.
Rumble,
Yeah,
Rumble.
and it's like, it's Sean, you know, it's like that. Even to the point of somebody who was a predecessor, not predecessor, but somebody who influenced Sean, Kimbo, 43.
Yeah, no shit.
It's my slice.
Yeah,
Slice.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice.
Kimbo
He
Slice,
had,
Kimbo
he had a
Price.
mixtape called Kimbo Price.
Kimbo Price, yep.
You know what I mean? So those, at that age range, it always made me nervous. And I had a lot of people that, other than people that was in that lifestyle, 42, 43, heart attacks,
Yeah, no shit.
aneurysm, stuff like that.
Seizure, stroke, all that shit.
It scares the hell out of me. I'm waiting for September of this year to feel a little bit of ease. Because it's like, once I get past 44, okay, yeah, then now I can feel a little bit more, a little bit better.
What scares y'all? Like, is it the thought of just not getting old, or is it death itself? Like you say, after 43,
That's a
you'll
good
feel better.
fucking question, man.
So if it happens later, you're good with it. You just don't want to go now.
No, I ain't that. I'm not afraid of death. I've been around death since I was 8. My thing is being unrecognized and unremembered.
Okay. You feel like you got more to do.
Because I feel like it's a lot more that I have to do. And I'm a good person. I try to be a good person on all aspects. Like, excuse me, pardon, but like with my brother Marvin, when he passed away, and I'm seeing like all the people there showing him love. I didn't go to Sean's funeral, nor did I go to Sake's funeral because I couldn't take it. But the stories that I hear, like, son, it was a block full of people that loved him.
My Lord.
And I'm sitting there like, son, like, I try to be a good dude. Like, if I was to die today or tomorrow, who would really care? And that's the only time I think about what somebody else thinks. Because really, honestly, like, other than that, I don't care what nobody think about me. But am I going to be remembered?
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you. I don't mean to cut you off.
You good?
If you a good person, and you keep it 100 with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever front to be something you not. That speaks for itself.
Yep.
So no matter what, the people that count will be there.
They the one. Yeah.
They will remember.
I get that. I get that part, right? But it's like, yo, son, like, when you dealing with people who really don't know who they are, it makes it difficult. Cause it's like, yo, like I said, I seen a ton of people for other people's funerals. I feel like, yo, I don't want to be that guy who dies and I got like 6 people there. Like, yo, son, he a good dude.
That ain't gonna happen,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? Like, yo, but the thing about it is like, all right, certain people know the things that I've dealt with over these past few years. And it's been very few people who showed any kind of, I'm not asking for anything, but support, moral support, talking to me, keeping my mentality, above water. But it's like, yo, like that concerns me. Cause it's like, yo, do people really give a fuck about me? And I won't never know. You know what I'm saying? That's the no, but get what I'm saying. I got 1,000 people that can sit there and say, "Oh yeah, yo, Excel, that's my guy. I love him, yada yada yada." But who gonna know if I died?
I will.
I mean,
I'll
I know you would.
That's all that matters.
Possibly.
That's all that matters. I'll
Possibly, because if I was let's say I was inshallah, I said I died today. I leave here, something happens to me, I'm gone.
I'll spread the word.
Who knows?
Don't worry about it.
Who knows I'm gone?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that feeling of feeling like that fullness but emptiness. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, no, like I was talking to another Baltimore artist, another Baltimore DJ, so to speak, my man Tim Nice. And I was like, yo, son, like, we talked about certain things, and I said, yo, check this out. It's a lot of people who go unrecognized because you got 1,000 people who want to say, hey, look at me, look at me. But these guys is putting in work, and nobody's looking at them.
You'd be surprised.
You know what's crazy about that? And I ain't even gonna cut your wisdom, son, but look, watch this. And I'm one of the most pessimistic people, but also a smidgen of optimism. Watch this. As long as the people you give a fuck about show up, it don't even fucking matter.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something like
Fuck
that.
what the rest of these people. Fuck who. All the rest of. All
And
the
I
rest
get that.
Of it. Get them
And
niggas
I
the
get
fuck
that
out of here.
because, like you already know, my mind
I don't
is,
care if it's six
care what
motherfuckers.
nobody
If
thinks.
only fucking Nadir, not fucking. That's my guy. If only Nadir, you, Pop, and Roof showed up, and of course I know they're gonna be there.
Yeah.
If only they showed up because I know that they cared about me and I give a fuck about y'all. That's all the fuck that matter. Anybody else that don't show up, fuck them. I'll haunt them.
That's facts.
I'll haunt the shit out the nigga. Boogity, boogity, bitch. I'm gonna haunt the shit out the nigga.
But it's not the fact of that. It's the fact of the work that you put in, and
It
you
never
think
pays
that you
off.
make an impact on people's lives. Do they care?
No, not until you're gone anyway. Look at Sean.
Yeah, I mean,
Look
real
at Sean.
talk,
I
you're
ain't
not even
never
going
seen that many fucking Sean Price
murals
tattoos
and
or Sean Price fucking.
dedications.
Dog, this nigga was the king of the underground on the underground side. I ain't never seen as many supporters in my fucking life. Soon as nigga passed, I'm talking tattoos, I don't know, not for nothing. Now, the ones, respect Ryan Phillippe, the actor, and he got a tattoo of Sean, but they was really cool. Michael Rappaport, motherfuckers you wouldn't even
Oh,
know.
y'all talking about Mike Rappaport, y'all can eat a wood, man.
but-
Michael Rappaport is a real one.
No, he a real one.
You remember
Word
we
to
was
mother.
in?
Yeah,
like-
Michael Rappaport is a real one.
I've
He
never seen all
supports
these
and loves
motherfuckers come
hip
out of
hop
nowhere.
culture. Fuck all that dumb shit.
And it boils down to the ones who matter. Sean knew, they knew Sean knew. That's all the
That's all
fuck.
that matters.
Yo, Seiko, not for nothing. Seiko had surprisingly at least 50 to 100 more people at his funeral than Sean did. However, Sean had people at his funeral that he actually beat up.
That's a different type of
Came and
respect.
showed the fuck up. It was like, yo, like, yeah, we had our difference, but you know,
That's a
the
different
nigga
type of
that-
respect right there.
Sake had real love, he had fake love, all in the same parking lot. Because there was a lot of motherfuckers just wanted to say that they was there, they wanted to take pictures. Oh yeah, Sake knew me, I knew Sake. A lot of them. But Sean had people he literally put hands on. Showed up to the shit. Yeah, Sake he just had more people at his funeral because I feel, and from what I kind of saw, there's a lot more. You know, it was half and half. It was you got your real love and you got your fake love. There's tons of motherfuckers. Like we filled the entire funeral home church parking lot, then the whole corner that went around that whole shit, and then some of the street, and then some people was across the street.
But you got to think
Sean
about
had
Seiko's
the shit with-
affiliation too.
I mean, Sean had the same shit.
I mean,
Shit,
but,
Bleak pulled up to Sean. You know, him and Sean was cousins.
yeah, true.
Bleak was there. Michael Rappaport was there. Fucking Action Bro. You got.
but
It
you
was
got-
tons of motherfuckers.
you got a
It was
Crip
just
Nation.
a funeral home, the parking lot, and some on the street. That was it. Like, and out of those people, Sean actually put hands on a few of them niggas. Like, but they was looking at it like, nah, he was a real one. Like, our beef stemmed from da da da. I'm still here to show my respect. Niggas there with Seiko shit to just say they was there Seiko shit. Like, yeah, I knew him. He was no, he didn't. Seiko probably didn't fuck with you. Like, you know what I mean?
So there's a lot of quality over quantity.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Mundo.
That's exactly it right there.
Of Ramondo.
You had said something about, you said what I said to X about the people who actually give a fuck being the main ones that matter.
Yeah. So I literally had the same exact thought like 2 days ago, and I was just thinking about like how a lot of people care so much about the opinions of people, the people that don't fuck with them. And it's like, yo, like that's not the important opinion. The important
100%.
opinions is the ones of the people who do.
100%.
You know what I mean? Fuck what they think.
Right.
They don't like you anyway. You know what I'm saying?
And you don't even know if they like you. That's the wild
But
part.
that's the hardest part
The
about
one
everything, because it's
not
like,
knowing
yo,
who like you.
I can genuinely sit at this table and I say, yo, I love all of y'all.
100%.
And then one motherfucker out this table can honestly be like, I fucks with him. That's my man. Everybody else is like, he cool.
Not at this table, but
But I'm just saying in general.
In
Not
general,
saying
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know, on some personal shit.
Right.
And it's like, yo, if inshallah, if I was at Paris right now, who would pull up? Who would show love to my family? Who would get? It's not about what anybody else thinks. It's about what you perceive. Because like me personally, I know that you can't think for other people. I know that your thought process ain't the same as everybody else's. Like me, I'm 100%. If I say I love you, I fucking love you. I ain't no cut calls about it. Nobody could ever say, yo, nah, yo, XL don't really rock with me like that. Nah, if I tell you, if I tell you, I show you. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I tell you and I show you, I may not show up every day, but I show up. I show love. I don't sit there and pull no, oh yeah, I'm only gonna pull up if this happens. Nah, if I can make it happen, I'm gonna make it happen. Like real talk, like, I mean, down to being here and we doing the different art walks. Like, son, yo, play some music, bet on that. Any other thing, like we roll up, yo, I'm on that. I don't, like legally, I don't drive. Legally, I don't drive. I mean, I don't drive. But I pull up. If I can pull up, I'm gonna pull up. And it's never gonna be an issue to me. I'm never gonna say, yo, I'm only gonna come out there if you can do this. Nah. I show love regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not to get into too much detail, but I've been through a lot of things heavily over this past, 8 years, 7 years?
At least.
Before that, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was feeling like living, you know what I mean, on my group home shit, and living illegal but legal, you know what I'm saying? I'm Gucci. I pull up for people. I show people love. Did I get that in return? I didn't. I didn't really get that in return. But at the same time, I didn't give a fuck. But now as I get older, I'm sitting there like,
Still wondering.
I do kind of care.
Yeah, right. I do
care,
kind of care. You
because
wondering,
the fact of the matter is like, yo, like, if I was to walk out this building right now and a stray bullet that wasn't meant for me was to hit me and everybody else is gone, who would know? And then when you find out, who would care?
Let me ask you this, right? You know the type of person you are, right?
Fact though.
I know the type of person I am. We all know who we are.
Fact though.
God forbid, if something was to happen to me tomorrow, today, I know real ones is gonna
Gonna
show
show
up for
up.
me.
Yeah,
Like I know it.
the ones that matter.
Yeah, straight up.
It'll be on some rock nest, yo, the streets want blood. If it, you know what I mean? I'm mad because if it was to happen at a point where it was like nobody did anything, like you fell asleep behind the wheel, inshallah, or something like that, something that we had no control over, I'ma still be pissed off. But if it was some shit that went down violently, oh, that neighborhood ain't gonna be able to sleep.
At this age, I don't think too many of us got that to worry about.
Yeah.
We passed that. We outlived that. Nah.
I mean,
Who got that kind of energy?
Because
I
you
mean,
got these
no,
streets
I'm
right
with you
now,
on
there's a
that.
lot of niggas that's stupid.
I'm with you on
and
that,
dumb.
but I know quite a few folks that either have went out or would go out TV faction. Like, I mean, in a TV fashion. Like, all right, so you ever seen The Town?
Yeah, with Ben Affleck.
Yeah. So remember at the end, well, before the end, but what's the dude? Jeremy Renner was like, man, I'm not going back to jail. If the police come, we holding court in the street. I know legit one direct person that actually said that and did that. And I know a couple more that would. So we're not too far beyond. We might be, but not everybody has outgrown that mentality of fuck that. It's going to be the, you know what I mean? Like, so to piggyback off what he said, yeah, I get it because we should be beyond that shit as far as age.
I'm not.
However,
I'm not going to jail for life.
Well, I'll tell
not.
you what. I'll
I'm
tell
not.
you what. Before you even go there, we're going to save that. We're going to say that because I'm going to let y'all know this is going to be a part 2 because we touching on a lot and we got a lot more to touch on.
yeah,
You know what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So,
Pause if applicable.
Rufio. Word. Pause. With a capital P. With
Well, that's it for this episode of B-Side Bodega.
That's the end of this bottle.
Perfect time.
Perfect time.
Perfect time. Thank y'all for coming through.
No, thank y'all.
And we gonna
thank y'all for having us, man. Thanks for the invitation.
Bro.
Extending.
Yo,
My man.
we family, bro. Like real
Definitely,
talk. Always
definitely.
good.
Yes, sir.
Always Gucci.
Yes, sir.
Danny.
I'm ready for part 2. I'm ready for part 2, man.
Oh, yeah,
We gonna-
part 2.
Yeah.
Stay tuned, y'all.
We going next week on part 2.
Yeah, I said the same thing. Like, let's get it.
We gonna have a part 6 of this shit.
Who rapping?
We got 2 minutes.
Danny, you know he about to rap, Danny. You on some Kid Capri shit right now.
Shit for free.
This is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
Yo, it's the B-Side, y'all. XL on the wheels. Yo.
Yo, man, take a big puff like I'm Super Cat. You know me as the rough, but the roof is back. Like pushing the convertible, I murder you and do it on any track. Comparing Maserati to Cadillac. I'm hotter than Pepper Jack. Ain't making nothing up, I'm just spitting facts. If they said the lie was white, then the truth was black. I even got my music out here hissing in the street like an alley cat. And knocking in the trunk like a baseball bat. Shit bump like a quarter flat. Ain't nothing left to prove cause I done did it. Like batteries included, I come with it. My anger used to show, I had to grow and let it go cause I'm done with it. Want better for myself and I'm done get it. And though it's kinda dangerous, my tongue is like a knife and I run with it. Ain't sweating anything that I forfeited. I'm reppin' for the avenue and everything we gettin', we gon' split it. The track is heating up cause I done lit it. Who want the microphone?
This is gonna
I love you, brother.
Yo,
Let me tell you something. That's what you talking about right there. You better believe I will always be there for
Hey,
you.
yo, check this out. Certain people I already know.
Always. I love you. I love you. I love you.
yo, man, take a
I'll do
big puff
part
like a
2.
Super Cat.